The Project Zomboid learning curve is unlike any other video game. From first loading in to your final moments, you must juggle a multitude of different tasks. This including eating, drinking, managing your sanity, and most importantly, not getting bit. So let's start hour 1. As you load in, your impatient self will immediately close the beginner guide, thus barring you from learning all the crucial basics. As time goes on, you'll begin to collect items, and by collect, I mean hoard. 100 hour you will cry looking back at the level 3 farming book you collected fresh off the spawn. Once you've ransacked the entire property, your curious mind will beg to leave the safety of your own home, and you will venture out into the great unknown. Unbeknownst to you, running in the middle of the road is not the ideal way to go. Shortly after that, you'll most likely die for the first time. But don't be discouraged, my friend, the fun hasn't even started yet. If you're unlucky, you might even find a gun in your first home, leading you to abuse the crap out of it, while attracting as many unwanted friends as possible. During hour 5, you as a player will begin to develop your own unique playstyle, as either a warrior or a coward. To this day and age, I still fear attracting more than 7 dubious little creatures in my direction. So don't worry, nobody's judging. In hour 5, you will also learn the basics of long, short-term survival by picking traits and occupations to suit your desired playstyle. For example, carpentry for base building, or a burglar for hot wiring cars. Players during hour 5 will begin to loot more efficiently, while also starting to learn zomboid evasion strategies. No longer will you waste time collecting pots and pans over literature and food. You will also learn what items are valuable and which are easy to find. The Life and Living show is offered as an informative broadcasting channel that allows players to upgrade their skills by watching a short 30-minute TV episode 3 times a day. 6 AM is for cooking, 12 PM is for carpentry, and 6 PM is for fishing, farming, foraging, and trapping. It is around 5 hours that players will first uncover this useful channel. In hour 5, players learn that there is no need to run from zombies. As long as you aren't heavily exerted or over-encumbered, any survivor can easily outwalk a zomboid. By hour 15, players have learned almost all the essentials. Now it's time to hone those finer skills. You'll probably know that guns are a big no-no, and the use of motor vehicles is a surefire way to attract the masses to your position. You'll also learn living like a hermit is pointless, and having multiple safe houses is the safest way to ensure your equipment is spread out. Through 15 hours of gameplay, players will most likely have discovered generators and now be implementing them. More of your gameplay will be shifted towards strategy and map use over wild and risky adventures. Plotting routes and planning loot raids will be accompanied with reading books and magazines. You might even find yourself commenting on this video, pointing out some error I made. As a moderately seasoned PZ player, you will now have learned that carrying the essentials is always more important than those niche items. It's hour 30 and you've finally gotten into the groove. Base building, horde wiping, looting and farming badges now litter your jacket. But what else is there to learn? By hour 30, you should be focused on creating a main base and becoming self-sufficient. Be able to provide power after it has gone off, and a clean source of drinking water. The learning curve at this point is beginning to flatten out, as you have many of the basics down pat. Of course, the Project Zomboid map is incredibly expansive, and you'll most likely never traverse the entirety of it. However, despite PZ feeling incredibly lonely at times, I assure you my friend, we will never run out of things to do. If you like this video and wouldn't mind helping me make another, consider subscribing and tell me what I missed in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you.